Welcome back, everyone. Going to the second half or second episode part of episode 38. 28?
You got 38.
30.
28,
Man.
28 was mirror shits.
38.
Yeah. So this is your master plan, Piani. So assuming that you give the fever to Song to keep him steady, because he does, as you anticipated, he does wake up cranky and in
Get it?
fix.
He woke up.
What's the next part of this phase? You want to be waiting for the drop off, or do you want to talk to this dude first?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna keep. He's gonna I figured we would basically let him go, and I'm gonna straight up be like, we're gonna tell you, and we're gonna, yeah. So I maybe I would just go to him with the drugs and kind of outline it as I give it to him.
Okay. All right. So let's have that scene. So who else is there? Is it everybody? But
Whoever's still at the mess hall, I guess when he wakes up, right?
Okay. Sure. All right. So he's sitting at the table. He's got his filthy clothes still on, but he's got a towel wrapped around his shoulders, and he's shaking. And where do you have the drugs? Are they just on the table?
No, like any good dealer, that the lady gave me them in it was already used 5 times, but it was some sort of paper bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen the Wire a couple of times.
Burner phone of the day, and So it's in a bag. So maybe I pull out the 5. Is that how many I got?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the 5 little vial
he's
thing.
fiddling with his he's got his own little inhaler, but it doesn't have the canister put into it, and he's just kind of nervously turning it over in his hands and clicking the button.
I guess I walk up to him and I kneel down. I'm like, all right, Song, here's the deal. I've got you what you need, and a bit more than I think you'll need, but that's from us to you. What we're going to do is you're going to go get the money, and we won't interrupt you getting the money. All we want to do is get the guy who drops it off. So I'm going to give this to you, and then we're going to follow you.
Okay. So he's just nodding while you're talking. He's like, so I never met you. I don't know you. Same as before. I'll get paid, and I never see you again. And he keeps looking at the bag, and he's like, and you'll, because I'm feeling very anxious now about this plan, and I would feel a lot better if I could
Maybe I take the one of them out, and I give it to him, and I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you this one now, and when all this is done, and we've got our guy, I'll give you the other 4 I've got in here.
He didn't hear anything you said after you gave him the first one. He just takes it and jams it into the receiver and takes a long huff off of it, and then leans back and exhaled this cloud of mist, this blue mist, and then he kind of calms down a little bit. You can see the trembles just sort of stop in a wave, and then he kind of looks at or through you and kind of nods knowingly. And he says, yes, you find them, then give me more. Fine.
All right, so when do you need to be there again?
He looks up, he says, this afternoon? They said sending someone by later. I'm to wait.
All right, I'll ask you in another hour. And then maybe I turn to the rest of the group and I say, we need to continue to keep an eye on him.
Okay, just nods.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Well, what is it like morning now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he didn't like wake up in the middle of the night all cranky and shit.
No, I mean again, keep in mind that the time cycle on this planet is much shorter than maybe you guys are used to. I don't know what I guess ASA is the standard for the ship, but like ASA is more Earth-sized and in the same place in the solar system.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinaya's days and nights are much shorter. So yeah, he woke up. It's daytime, but it'll only be daytime for like 6 or 8 hours.
Got it. Okay. I guess my biggest curiosity remaining now is like, do we need to follow him ourselves, or could we put some sort of tracer on him or something? But I guess we really need to identify the guy. So
The guy, I mean, someone was going to, according to what he said, literally hand him money.
yeah,
And we want that guy.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's the plan? Are you gonna? I mean, do you want to get Higgs involved, or are you just gonna like follow this guy and hope to deal with it before the captain gets back?
I mean, is everyone? Are we even? Like you
He's
mentioned,
at the hotel.
you mentioned the bounty hunter though, Steven. But like, is this common knowledge to us all? And I'm just an idiot.
How did we find out about that bounty hunter following us? Didn't we like
Yeah,
backtrace
everyone
one
knows
of the
about it.
ships that
I think you all know about the
fulminate blade?
the fact that he's like there is a bounty hunter looking for you,
Right.
But like Alfarius knows more details than than the rest of the crew.
Basically, it makes sense that we could assume that this could have something to do with the bounty hunter, and that's why we're doing it. So yes, everyone should know.
Okay. So, do you want to get in touch with Higgs then, or do you want to just finish out the plan?
I feel like the more backup we have, the better.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I was thinking.
What? That's what I was thinking.
Says the GM.
God. Yeah. I guess we call Higgs to the mess hall.
Okay. So Higgs, I don't know. Did you get any more sleep after your encounter, or when they call, are you still like awake and kind of thinking things over?
No, I think I've just been like sitting in a room and there's like an ashtray there with a just a burning cigarette, and then just like a bottle of whatever was in the hotel.
Okay.
Cough syrup. You got drunk off of cough syrup.
If that's the only alcohol in here, then Higgs is fucked up on cough syrup.
Excellent.
No, there's definitely like a mini bar or whatever. It's like a decent hotel. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you guys call me, or how do you get in contact with me?
I mean, the comm system, just ship comms. Higgs.
Yeah, you would have called
Oh wait,
your
fuck!
your
You're
personal.
at the hotel.
He's
I'm
at
Yeah,
the
I'm at the
hotel.
hotel.
sorry.
Yeah.
Well, do we know where you're staying? Like,
Alfarius does.
Okay.
Yeah, but
He was here, yeah.
You have comms to him. We all have comms. Bro.
Great.
Yeah.
I comms him. Higgs. You know the bounty hunter situation? Well, we have a development and we need you back at the ship.
Well, did you find him?
No, but maybe.
What is this, like a test? What the fuck do you mean? No, maybe. What is this question?
Well, it's better explained if you just come here.
Did you think about what I said about pie?
I already told you to go fuck yourself.
Okay, well, I guess you haven't thought about that anymore.
Can you come to the ship?
Yeah, it's gonna take me a sec. I'll have to. Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. I'll hurry. All right, see you soon.
All right.
I just hang up, and then however long it takes to get ready. How long or how far away am I from them?
Not super far. Like you could just grab a cab and be there in like 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I just do that.
Okay. All right. So we can just cut straight to that because I don't think anything happens on the way, and song is high for at least 20 minutes. So, okay. So we just diagonal wipe with like Higgs walking out of the room to the Swan Song and Higgs is there. You're all in the room, and Song is starting to become like a little more lucid when you arrive. He doesn't look like he's like staring into the middle distance anymore. He's at least aware of people and is like watching people when they talk. But
Okay. Well, I guess when I first see him, I stare at him and get a questionable look on my face and look at Peony and is this Woo's replacement? What's going on?
All right, number one, that's fucking racist. Number two,
Is it though? I mean, I don't think it is.
We caught this guy taking pictures of our fucking ship.
I like reach for my gun. Slowly pull
No,
it out.
no. Look, the guys who paid him, we think they might be connected to the bounty hunters. So
Well, there's only one bounty hunter.
That we know of.
Do you
Okay,
usually
fair
have
trade.
more? Is
He
that
could have
is that
help.
not cause for concern?
I get okay. Yes. Go ahead, Peony.
It's like I always said, though, Eric. One thing at a
Time.
So then I go into the full explanation to JP about how we caught this guy and I went and got drugs. Now he's going to go pick up the money and that we're going to get the guy with the money or the guy who handed off the money. And then we're going to figure out where the hell this bounty hunter is and what he wants from us. The bounty.
So hold on. Let me get
Obviously.
this straight. You're expecting a druggie who you've now gone and gotten high to lead you to this bounty hunter because you've gotten him high.
No.
Song's a good man. He's not just a druggie. I mean, he
yeah.
is addicted to drugs, but
Look, he told us about the pictures and the money and the guy last night before he was high.
we do not know if he's a good man.
Did you check him to see if he's got any distinguishing marks on his skin?
What kind of marks you talking about?
I wouldn't have let him on the ship if I was here. In fact, I don't know why he's on. I don't trust. How do we know he's not the bounty hunter and he's
You
just
don't have
faking
to
all
fucking
this?
trust him. You just have to follow him with us, and we're gonna fucking get the guy who's got the money.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Peony way.
Do you not
man?
care there's a fucking guy trying to kill us all?
No, frankly not. Not right. I've got other issues I'm dealing with. All right.
So to everyone except Peony, you just hear Mandarin, but Peony, Song looks at you kind of still hazy and is like, why are you all such a big deal anyway? What does this guy want you for?
I wish I knew. Frankly, it's not like we're the fucking greatest criminals in the world. But according to this guy, we are the best. I mean, in some cases we are. But I don't know.
Why does it matter to you? You're just here to take pictures, druggie.
I like how you just infer like what they're talking about from body language, I guess.
No, I just say that randomly. Whatever he's saying, I'm just like, what does it matter to you? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what
druggie.
was said. That's
Are
the
you even
same.
talking?
Yeah, it's like, why are you even talking?
So, yeah, that's I just kind of leave it at that. Ambiguous.
Okay. So
So
now?
has it been an hour? Is he less high now? Because I would like to ask him again if it's.
yeah, I mean it's in and out. It's not like a straightforward thing. But he does have a pretty high tolerance, so it doesn't last.
Well, maybe I would.
too
Maybe
long.
like once the hour was up, I would show a little bit of urgency and be like, you might not get the money if you don't know when we need to go.
So you say that, and he's like, "Oh, yes, I had an appointment to." And he like gets up and like knocks something off the table, and like he obviously gets like a really strong head rush when he stands up and like tips a little bit and like starts to fall over.
And maybe I even
Okay. So you like kind of catch him, and he nods, and he's like, "Thank you," and he like kind of like squints at you, and you can see he's trying to focus his eyes, and he's like, "You look like my youngest daughter. I have not seen her in such a long time. I do not feel well. I should be going home. This has been a very nice visit. He like looks around. He says, "Your home is unusual."
Well, wait, you can't go home yet. You're supposed to go get the money.
Why? Why am I? The money from whom?
Remember the money to help your daughter?
Can
You're
I just like
supposed to-
hold up the camera?
So remember, none of you can understand this conversation.
Oh, okay, this is
Yeah.
still in Mandarin. Okay,
He can't
all
speak.
right.
He doesn't speak English, so.
I just randomly hold up a camera. That's what I
Yeah.
do randomly.
Okay, cool, awesome. PC psychic abilities.
Yep.
And I remind him about the guy that was going to pay him, that he was going to use to help his daughter.
Yeah, he says, yes, for my photography. I remember. He said he wanted pictures of a starship. Something about a bird. I don't... My mind is not what it used to be.
It's okay. What about the money? Where are you supposed to pick it up?
He nods. Yes, I remember now. They were going to meet me in the square. Please. And he kind of like tries to like help him like self stand, and it's like a little weak, and he says, please, if you could help get me there. I do not have money for a cab, and I get lost easily. My head is foggy. I don't feel well.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it. Just sit back down and give us a sec. When do you
Okay.
have to be there?
He sits down, and he says, I don't... He kind of looks up at you sort of helplessly and says, I don't remember.
You guys are in the room with us, right?
Yeah.
You guys are like talking, and I kind of interrupted. Like, does anyone else speak Chinese?
No, I haven't understood anything. I don't even
What
know
in
what's
the
going on.
fuck is going on?
I
I
don't
just
know.
hold up the camera.
So Pi says over the comms, Alfarius, if you'd like, I can translate.
Please translate
Yes,
translate
that.
on the fly.
Be great.
I will. Okay, so now you all get anything they say on a slight delay, but you can communicate through Pi if you want to. Pi also sums up. Pi says, the old man seems very confused. I suspect it has something to do with all of the drugs he's been imbibing. Piani and the old man are having a conversation about what to do next. He's trying to remember where he needs to be and when.
Yeah, that's some drug he does. Translate that for me. Tell Piani I
turn
say
around. I turn around and I like put up the fucking Piani hand. Like, just don't say another word. I have a GM question. Would you allow me to make a roll on a use of purge toxin to only like to keep him high but suppress by 50%?
I think it's all or nothing with purge toxin. Like it's all the effects of the thing in his system. Like it's a good idea, but I just don't think you have that fine a control over it, over his biology.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
want to know if we need
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like here's our options. We get him to the square, we follow along, post up, and just wait. Well, that's the only option I have.
Those are
Any-
some good options, Piani.
Any objection?
Plan P.
that. Well, this is the Piani plan. I guess I'm gonna shoot him as the second I can. So you let me know when that is.
You're gonna shoot who?
I scowl in Higgs' direction and I say,
Who are you
bounty
gonna-
hunter.
he needs that money for his daughter.
What?
All right,
What is
so-
going on? You're defending this fucking druggie who tried to sell pictures of our. Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Piani, put the hand up. I know what. Okay.
I'd be like, all right, let's just get transportation to the square. We'll send him in one car. We'll go in the other one. And we'll watch him the entire way.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So
Let's do that.
you take like two cabs basically, and head to you follow him basically. Like you put him in the cab and then away you go. So we follow these two cars, or actually they're probably like rickshaws. And we follow them away from the spaceport to very crowded part of the local sort of city, because the whole planet's a city. So you get into this area where the streets narrow. A lot of the buildings have like obviously jury rigged or kind of like illegally attached like additions to them, so that the street's like half the size it normally would be, because they're like storefronts attached out of scrap material. There are a lot of signs hanging overhead. And basically all of the signage stops being in, because most of them are in multiple languages, but the further you get into this neighborhood, the more they become like just in Chinese. And you come through, we follow through a narrow street into an open kind of hexagon shaped courtyard. The courtyard is full of like shacks, I guess, or stands. It seems to be like kind of a market. And when Song gets out of the car, out of the little like cab of the rickshaw, and starts heading towards like a, I guess like maybe there's a statue. Yeah, it'd be a big concrete statue of one of the mandarins, one of the like the Majidi like mandarins, and he goes and sits down next to it. When you pull up, when your vehicle pulls up, where do you all go? Where do you go to like hide or wait?
What, each of us takes like a corner?
Yeah. So if there's like a bunch of shacks, as we're kind of approaching, I advise that like Eric and I split up so as to come from different angles, and perhaps Piani and Higgs stay together to support each other, but 3 different angles and behind shacks type of thing, looking at the central point.
Is there some kind of like scaffolding that I could like climb up to get higher? Some sort of overview? Maybe some sort of like staircase on the outside of one of these buildings?
Definitely. Yeah.
I definitely go up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Can you roll?
Yeah.
No. Fine, don't roll anything. Okay. Yeah. So Eric's up above. You've got a view of the market. And I think that you have to like get around. Like someone has made their the fire escape into another room for their house. So they put up like sheeting on the outside of it, but you can be just under that on the metal stairs. And you can see out into this marketplace. Song seems to be he sits down and he like seems to be greeting people as they come by. Like people know him in this area. Where are you two? Actually, where are the rest of you? Do you just find like something to hide behind, or you try to blend in with the crowd, or? I'm
just following Piani.
Okay.
I don't really think I can blend in, but I'm not like hiding underneath a tarp or something like that. I'm just definitely hanging out as out of view as I can and inconspicuously as I can.
I mean, not being an expert in sort of the tactical element of this, I think I would actually defer to Alfarius for like, well, what we don't want this guy to get away after he hands off the money. Where should we be?
And I think I'd find them just a spot again, kind of in a populated area, but from a, covered but able to see very clearly to the meeting point type of thing.
Okay.
And they're a little bit further away than I am. I think it's worth noting. Like, I would say I'm covered, but within 20 meters or something like that, whereas they're like 50.
Okay. So standing nearby, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And just over comms, I'm just kind of reminding him, like, stay in contact. If you see him, alert to location, and do not move until coordinated strike.
Okay. All right. So you're here, kind of in the crowd, keeping an eye on Song for a little under an hour before anything that catches your attention happens. Song. Yeah, like somebody brings him like a styrofoam container with some like dumplings in it, and like some woman, and they have a short conversation. He sits there and eats for a while. After that, he feeds some sort of like local rodents that like come near him. So he feeds them with some scraps from the bottom of his container, and then you hear a faint.
On the comms, I just go, "See how nice of a person he is."
Yeah. So Yeah, after about 40 minutes or so, you hear a faint, like, kind of whining sound that gets a little louder, and you see people making way for along the main path that leads into the square, not past you, but on the other side of it. You see essentially like a hover moped, like a single-person vehicle with a big plastic cargo crate on the back. Someone, like, driving it, obviously, and they're wearing... like basically like motorcycle like outfit, like a helmet with a mask and a leather jacket, and they're heading towards Song, and they're like honking their horn to like get people to clear out of the way when they get in the way. Should I keep watching?
Yeah, I think I'll just keep watching.
Okay.
You said it was a single person vehicle. Like we can clearly see there's one person driving it.
Yes, unless they have like a hobbit in the cargo container.
Yeah, unless it's actually like a suit with like 3 children stacked on top of each other or something.
Yeah, right. Or the whole thing's a transformer or something. But
yeah.
So this person pulls up, the little like hover Vespa driver pulls up, and then they has a short conversation with Song. Song looks a little confused at first, but then starts to like nod agreeably, and then like kind of like looks around. Not suspiciously, but like he's looking for someone, and then shrugs, and then the person on the bike reaches into the cargo thing, pulls out like an envelope, and hands it to Song.
I think
Song,
I start making my way towards him. By the way.
Okay, so you start like moving towards the
yeah,
car.
and my chest opens up, and I pull out my pistol and hold it at my side, walking towards him.
Okay. Are you making an effort to not let people see the gun come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as much as I can, still at my side, type of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm emitting the Terminator music from my beard.
I figured. Yeah. Yeah. The ancient
one.
The ancient
dun,
killing
dun, dun,
song. Dun dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're moving to the crowd.
Not that one.
Make a. I'm just thinking of Alfarius slowly melting into a puddle of stuff. Can you make a luck check for me, Geoff?
Yeah. I throw the flowers to the side. I actually don't think I've passed a single one of these, and the tradition continues.
Nice, good. Okay. So someone notices you take out a gun, and Piani, you hear among the like the loud sounds of the marketplace, you hear someone like a man's voice shout, "Is that a gun?" And then a couple other people start to like make a noise, and you can see that people are moving out of the way of Alfarius, and there's about to be, you have a second to react. There's about to be like a clear line of sight from the person on the bike to Alfarius walking forward with the gun in his hand, because people are just panicking. They're like, "Fuck, a gun! I'm getting out of here."
But did I see this guy? Like, did we all see the handoff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and plus Eric was telling you right from above, like the finer details.
Yeah.
I mean, is Alfarius close enough that like if I yelled grab him?
Well, he's on
well,
comms.
Yeah, you can comms to Alfarius.
Okay. I think I would just say, Alfarius, grab him.
And while I'm watching this from my vantage point,
Yes.
like I want to watch to make sure if that guy starts revving up the hover bike or whatever, I want to use whatever telekinetic force I can to slow his movement.
Okay. Sure. So you're keeping an eye on it. I don't think that he's gonna say it. So you're gonna, Piani, you're in the moment you have, you're gonna just tell Alfarius like, get him. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what he says, and
Yes.
I respond over comms. I confirm.
Okay. All right. So that's when I think that the pilot of the vehicle sees Alfarius with the gun, and hands on the bike. You see Eric. You see the and like they turn the bike around to kick it out out of the crowd.
Okay. So would I know from my experience with my telekinetic powers if complex manipulation or telekinetic press would be enough to like stop this bike?
A motorcycle. It's what you have. Like one of them gives you strength 18.
Yeah, telekinetic press gives me effectively strength 18.
I mean, a person. I think there's a slim chance that a person with strength 18 could hold a bike from like going.
Yeah.
I mean, for a second certainly, but not for long.
then I just like push out my hands, telekinetic ram the shit out of it.
Okay.
Excellent.
We'll have to. I'm gonna give them a check because it's not technically like a stationary object. Like she's about to move.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm kind of thinking like it's not stationary because it's a hover bike, but rather than taking off in the direction she wants to go, it's gonna like slam it into the ground or slam it against something and basically just cut off her immediate attempt to escape. That's all.
Okay. So I'll make like a pilot test for this person,
Okay.
and we'll see if they can adapt to the fact that you just wrecked up their shit.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So I think what happens is you fire the ram, and instead of hitting the bike, it hits the pavement in front of the bike and sends chunks of concrete flying. People start screaming and running because they think a bomb went off or something.
Yeah.
And I think that the driver like pulls the bike hard to the side to go around the hole you've created, the little like divot, and take off. And Alfarius, you can see people start to scatter.
Is it super crowded? Or do I have a clear line of
It's pretty crowded. You have a second to take a shot if you want to, or you can like push through and run, or
I'm gonna try and I want to disable the vehicle, so
because I
if it
assume
looks-
you're as fast to react as Eric is, right? Like you're already doing whatever you're doing before he goes. So
Yeah, I'd like to disable the vehicle, so if it looks like there's an exposed tank, or if the tire looks particularly... Like, I don't know what kind of moped you're talking about. Like, literally our era moped, then I could shoot at the tire.
it's like it fills the same space as like a Vespa would, like a scooter would, but it just hovers instead of having wheels.
Oh, well then I'll shoot, like, the engine area. I have a high-powered enough pistol, I feel like I could do that.
Yeah, sure. So make just make an attack roll.
So I would normally be a +6, but what's its armor, or what would you...
Let me check. So if you're shooting at a vehicle, if the vehicle is okay, hitting a vehicle from beyond 30 feet, which you are, AC 10 to hit the vehicle. If the vehicle is moving, subtract its speed from the hit roll. I'm gonna say it's starting to move, but hasn't gotten off the yet. So you need to hit AC 9.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d20 +15.
Yeah. So as long as you get less or more than a 5.
I got it.
There you go. Okay.
Blammo.
So roll your damage.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And then
Don't
subtract,
kill him.
like the vehicle's built-in armor subtracts 3 damage.
Yeah, right. This is a 2d6 +2.
Okay.
So 2d. And then you said it subtracts 3, so just -1, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Does 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. All right. Well, you very nearly total the thing. It's still technically, like, it only has 10 hit points. It's still technically, like, usable, but it definitely, like, puts... I'm going to make a roll to see if she bails, because she guns the engine, and then you put a shot through the back of the vehicle.
Now, Adam, you're
Yep.
saying she.
Yeah. It's because it's easier.
Not the
than
bounty
me.
hunter, guys. Let's get it.
It's easier than me
Well-
going back and forth between they and she and
Yeah,
he all the
yeah.
time.
We're kind of making
Um,
some big assumptions that Antaro can't be a female name. I mean, come on.
It's a pilot, Steven. Women don't drive things. Everyone, God damn it. Explain everything.
Secretly, she's either a healer or maybe a prostitute,
Yeah.
or she could be the
Secretly.
Virgin Mary. You never know.
You never
Yeah, but
know.
that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those are the only options.
God damn it! All right, so you do like cause serious damage to the hover cycle. I'm gonna make a check for the person driving it to see if they can stay on. Otherwise, we'll say that they wipe out.
When they land on their chest, does it seem to hurt particularly more? Do you think?
They're wearing an armored leather jacket. Okay, no, so they can stay on the bike. So the bike, yeah, you hit it and trailing like smoke. It's not going to get too far, but it's still operable. And they start to get through the crowd. But the crowd is like causing all of you to like slow down, but it's a less of a hazard for you. except that you just fired a gun, and so there's like outright panic now. Piani, what are you and Higgs doing while this is happening?
I think I start running towards it. Like, I mean, I'm going to stop the guy.
You can cycle me again, but I have tremendous range on the pistol. Like, I'm going to shoot it again the next chance you get.
Yeah, then the next one will be more about you can shoot it again, but it's like, there's a big crowd, so you have to be like, move, and like get people out of the way and then try to make the shot.
By the way, Adam, over comms, I do utter, this appears to be a security risk. One of my missions there.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice. Higgs, what are you doing?
You think 20,000 experience? I'll just mark it down for now.
I just have my arms folded, and as Piani does things or reacts to things, I react in the same fashion. So if she's running at this thing now, I'm not running at this thing. I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, I'll walk with you in that general direction.
He's doing the Higgins shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'll get both of you to make an athletics roll. If you can get a 7 or better, you can get to the bike before she like rights herself and gets to take off. Eric, is there anything else you want to do while this is happening?
Is there anything heavy but not entirely attached that's kind of in the path or in the general vicinity of her path that I can like topple over?
There's like a big like neon laden like noodle cart that you could just like shove in front or on top of.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Shove it straight in front of the bike.
But not noodles. That'd be a waste.
You're using your like 18 strength one?
Yeah, I feel like this would be telekinetic press.
Okay, all right. So Piani and Higgs, please roll athletics for me.
Piani, go ahead and roll first.
You can use strength or dexterity.
Sorry, let me.
Is a 13 a +1 in the system?
What am I rolling again?
Whoa. You know what, JP? Just give it a +1, and we'll just figure out later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, a 13 is not a +1.
Oh no, it's 14. Right?
Don't. All right.
I knew. I thought it was 13.
That's based off of
rules lawyered.
Dex?
Yeah, dex or strength, whichever's better for you.
What are you, a GM, Steven? Good Lord.
Basically.
What did I roll?
Hey, that's pretty good.
5.
You rolled a big 5.
Oh, I had a negative.
Okay, so Piani, you're a little slow. Maybe you like you run for it and you crash into somebody who's like carrying a bundle of fruit or something and knock them over, and there's fucking durians everywhere.
Dude, I'm so salty. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, they're shouting at you in Cantonese. What'd you get, Higgs?
An 8.
An 8. Okay, so you make it, Higgs. You run up, and you can see. You can maybe hear the person like cursing loudly into their helmet, like fuck, and like trying to like turn the engine over and get it started again. And then you get up close enough that you can do something.
How much do I care about this? I'm trying to think how much Higgs would. Do I have any grenades? Probably not.
Any grenades?
Just pull the pin and hand it to them.
That's what I was gonna do. I don't think Higgs would have any grenades on him because he's pretty lax about this entire situation. I don't even know if I would have my gun on me, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah. Did you wear clothes, do you think, or is it just like
I definitely got dressed, but I didn't like come with a weapon and everything.
Yeah. Just in tidy whities, just strolling down the
street. Just some soft jizz.
Are they driving towards me or away from me?
Away. Yeah.
I just jump on the car and go along for a ride. I guess.
Okay.
So I jump on the top of it and just like grab on.
Yeah, so I mean, you could just jump like behind the person. There's enough space there, like for a passenger on a motorcycle. Basically, just jump in.
Yeah, I do that. And then if I can, I'll try to like throw them out or throw them off somehow.
All right. So you can start like you just basically you hear like they're like fuck, and then you jump on there. What the fuck? And you're like you want to try to throw them off.
Adam, what kind of what the fuck is it? Does it seem to be uttered from a female or a male?
Also, it sounds like coming from a helmet.
Damn it!
It's in English. Let's roll an opposed athletics roll.
This will go well. You first.
Okay.
Do I get any assists?
No.
Do I get an assist for having jumped on the thing, and as I'm jumping on, I'm
somersault.
This chick is wicked crazy
I got a
good.
6.
Okay.
It's 11.
So you jump on, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she like brings her elbow up and hits you in the face.
Yeah.
And you get knocked off the other side. Like she just your momentum carries you off the other side. And you see that in her, she's like reaching for a handheld stun gun that's in her boot.
I'm T1000 running at this thing, by the way, too. So.
Okay, so that was gonna be my question. So let's let Eric. Eric, do you still want to, now that Higgs is like right up close? Do you still want to throw the noodle cart at?
Oh yeah, I thought I'd already done that. Totally.
Okay.
Like I'm not literally throwing the noodle cart at the bike.
You're just gonna make
throwing
an
it
obstacle?
into the path. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you
Like-
just spend the point, and then this noodle cart blows up and like falls
Right.
over, and throws
Like-
noodles everywhere.
If I can arrange for them to run into it, I'd rather do that. But I don't want to like. It's not like Vader with the piping and
Right.
the Luke situation.
Okay. So do you want to? So you just want to hold? You just want to be like the noodle cart is shaking, and you're like getting ready to shove it.
Yeah, and then if
Okay.
if like when it looks like they're gonna be passing by it, then I'm like, wow.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Probably
So-
like I see Higgs on there. I'm saying, Higgins, make sure you brace for impact.
Alfarius, you can rush through the crowd. You can make a athletics roll to like push everybody out of the way to get up there, or you can try to shoot the person on the bike before they tase the shit out of Higgs.
I think it's. I mean, you'll let me know, but it's some combination of the two. Like if she's driving off, I'm trying to keep my line of sight and stuff, so I'm pushing through people, and then the first opportunity on my turn, I take the shot. Is that okay?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. You can move and shoot, but you won't make it as far because you're basically moving through terrain. But you're not shoving people like focused purely on getting through. Okay. So are you shooting the bike or at the
bike again.
first the bike again? Okay.
I figure that when I like the bike, I
Bike's
feel like I
way
hit
easier
a
to
critical shot, and if I nail the bike, I'm gonna take them out too, type of thing.
So make another attack roll, but there's the crowd is all panicky now and getting in your way. So the armor's gonna go down. So let's call it an attack against AC 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So for you, shouldn't be too hard anyway. But
Well, hang on.
Let's get the roll here first. Adam.
yeah, 1
I
second.
missed anyways.
Yeah.
Three.
Let's see the
Okay.
roll first, Adam.
so Higgs, you hear? I guess everybody in the square hears another gunshot go off.
It's actually very quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you hear
It's,
just like the panicking. I guess the flash would be the part that would draw people's attention.
It's not even a flash because it doesn't use explosions. Mag pistols push metal with magnetism, so it's very quiet. It doesn't have any recoil, and it's actually there's no flash.
I wonder how fast it goes though. Like, would it break the sound barrier?
Probably.
What does it sound like when a bullet breaks the sound barrier?
I don't know. You can't hear it because I don't know. I don't know. Someone in chat who's a physicist, tell us this.
Oh, just so happens.
that just so happens to be everybody.
I
I'm
good.
Exactly.
Sound
Thank God we have
bullet through the force.
thousands of physicists.
Physicist chat. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if there'd be a noise or not, but you take another shot, and let's. I wonder if you hit anybody. Does it matter to you if you hit somebody? Would you even notice?
Snap.
They said it's a crack. I could see that. If it does break the sound barrier, which I assume it would, moving at this.
Yeah, it's like a snapping or cracking.
But it'd be weird because it's like mega delayed and it actually occurs
Right.
a little bit inside the gun.
There might be a possibility that you would get hit by the bullet and then hear it go off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so you shoot into the crowd, try to hit the bike, you miss. Maybe you hit somebody, but hard to say. And then now she's gonna attack. She's gonna attack Higgs. So Higgs, what's your armor class?
It is. Let me scroll down. Or is it up? Where is it on the sheet? I'm wearing combat field armor, whatever that is. AC is 4.
4. Okay. All right. So I'll roll for her. One weapon bonus none. Burst fire no. Enemy AC 4. Oh, she hits you. Okay, so she grabs the taser or the stun gun out of her pocket, shoots you in the chest with it. So these two like metal darts go into your chest, and then it's just like pain and you wet yourself. I don't know. That's your call. But it hurts really bad. And maybe you think about the last time that you like stun batoned someone.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, I get
How
it.
far away am I
You know
when
what?
that happens?
Your Higgs is double move away, so like 60 meters, I guess.
Is he within compad picture distance?
Yes.
Then
You can totally
suddenly,
like zoom in and take a picture.
suddenly, like I just grab my compad and zoom in and like snap, and then keep going.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
You
so
upload it to Space Chat with like a little sparkly dancing figure in the corner.
Yep.
awesome. Okay, so Higgs, you're gonna take you can take some damage.
Yeah.
But this damage can't kill you. It can just knock you out. But you've got way more hit points than this needs.
But the fall that he takes will kill him. I mean,
you take 5 damage and then like you get zapped.
I'm at 16 HP.
And yeah, so and then I think that's when she like zaps you, throws the stun gun aside, and then kicks the throttle, and then starts to like try to get her way through the crowd. And now Eric, you can try to have her
So
crash.
did I get kicked off?
Yeah, you're lying on your ass on the ground.
Okay. I slide.
Yeah, so I take that Super Nudo cart and I just fling it right in the path.
Cool. Udon everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, so I think you don't have to roll because you're just knocking a big thing in her way.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to roll to avoid it.
And of course, she's like super disadvantaged because you got like a dude hanging on the back of her, and she's like firing a gun at him, and she's like looking around, and then Super Nudo comes like flying in the way. Right? She's got like in -8.
It's no, because she just tags off the bike. She's fine. She's a regular shit.
You know what this is, Adam?
Is it horse shit, Steven?
It's some great horse shit.
Do you want to roll? Do you want to roll opposed? Would you like to oppose me? Would that make you feel better?
It's fine.
Because that works too. You're just gonna roll really bad. Is the problem?
Yep, that's. I don't feel like having that happen after calling this horse shit.
Okay. All right. Let's see how she does. Ooh, shit. All right.
Horse shit. This is horse shit.
So, Alfarius, you're definitely gonna get one more shot at her as she like weaves to one side. The cart gets knocked over. She has no idea where that came from. She's like, awesome, people fucking throwing the cart in the way. And then she guns the engine and starts to take off. But Alfarius, you can take one shot for free, and then I'll give you a luck check for another shot if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I think just the panic ensuing and the chaos is. What is this? Nice. Thank memes. Take another shot. Boom.
Memes.
This time I
Nice.
two-hand it and kind of look down and go. And
Okay.
by the way, just as an update for everyone not reading the chat, we had 3,000 scientists working on this. It appears that it would be depending on the humidity, a crack and a whip. It would occur outside of the gun. So I think that's so that we can immerse ourselves in this moment.
Man, it would look so cool in slow motion too, because there's no muzzle flash, because there's no propellant.
Thing flying
It
out
would just
and
be
then like that.
it would just be a shockwave.
Yeah.
Boom around the barrel of the gun.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Wicked. All right, whip crack, and then she pitches off the bike because it goes from functional to having a bullet in its engine block, and yeah, she pitches over sideways. I think the bike hits the cart, but she like goes rolling off to the side, and so she's like laying on her back, her helmet askew, and is like starting to get up, but is like very disoriented. Peony or Higgs, you're probably in the best position to do something about that.
Well, I'm on the. At this point, I'm so disinterested in catching this person and just being shocked that I'm just lying on the ground. I don't.
So, the person's off the bike then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying on the back.
I mean, I'm still a ways away from Higgs, right? I still have to kind of work to get there.
Yeah, I mean you can push through the crowd is like dispersing more now because in the initial moments of the battle, people were like didn't know where to run, but now they know like where they know where Alfarius is and they know where the bike is, and they're spreading away from those things. So if you just stand still, people will move away from you. I'm going to run towards the person that we want to apprehend. Okay, sounds good. So you run up to where they're starting to get up. They're basically like they landed on their back or on their side. They are getting up like they're on their kind of knees and one hand, and it looks like they hurt their arm because they're not using it to help themselves get up.
Okay.
I don't think they see you running towards them.
I mean, in this action, am I going to be able to run towards them and like try to detain?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Like at the end of the action, you could run up and try and grab.
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. All right. So what does that look like? What do you do? Do you just like throw yourself on them, or do you like?
I mean, do you think Piani's like trained in MMA? I would
that's
do
what I'm asking,
probably
right? Like-
exactly that. Like if I see that they're favoring an arm, I probably grab that arm.
Yeah, you were trained in the ancient
Right.
Sino-Scottish art
Yeah.
of kung fu / bar fighting.
Yeah.
So you, like,
Exactly.
smash a pint glass on her head and then hit all her pressure points.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can just run up and grab their hurt arm and like twist it. Cool. Okay, make an athletics check. I'm gonna say because they're injured and they don't see you coming, take a +2, and you can use
Okay.
strength or dexterity.
So I can just do this by athletics, and when it says assisted, I can just add a +2 there. Or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
8.
All right. So you grab them, twist their arm back, and are rewarded with a like high pitched scream of pain. And they drop the metal like extending baton that they were gonna turn around and hit you with. They drop it on the ground.
Okay.
And now you've got like, arm behind the back, like, and you can feel like the bone where it's like dislocated, like grinding, and they're just like screaming.
Can I in the same, like with one arm, like grab the stun baton as well?
No, I think you have to use
Okay.
both hands to withdraw. You can kick it out of the way, but
Okay, then I guess I just calm and say, I've got them detained.
Yeah, I'm
Help.
running. I'm running this whole time, so you just let me know.
okay, yeah, Alfarius is the first one there.
I just get there.
Yeah, you run up. Yeah.
Is the person fully detained, like actually pinned to the ground?
Yeah. They're like lying on their face. I mean, helmet on, obviously. The helmet's cracked. The visor's got a big crack in it. And they're like squirming in pain.
Okay. I guess I pull up then, and I like bury my knee in their mid back, but I'm not like leaning in with my full body weight, but just spinning
just
them.
Pulling them down.
And I put the gun to the back of their neck and kind of lean in and say, I'm going to remove your helmet now. And then I remove your helmet.
Yeah, they kind of like nod, but yeah, so you reach down and pull their helmet off. And at any point, like Higgs, if you want to come up to this, like people have cleared I think there's still some stragglers who've like formed kind of a circle around, or like watching, because exciting stuff happened. There was gunfire, noodle stands get knocked over, and then Eric, you can see the larger sort of picture. So if you want to ask me anything about that.
I'm standing up there muttering to myself, I am the knight.
Oh no.
That's not good.
The
All right.
weirder he gets, the more he dies.
You pull the helmet off, and like long brown hair kind of spills out, and the voice goes from being like muffled, and the helmet actually had some kind of like voice altering software on it, because the like groaning goes from being kind of robotic sounding to like it's obviously a woman. She's probably like 18 or 19. She's got blood on her face from where the helmet, like the visor, like cracked and hit her. She is, I don't know, like Greek maybe, hard to tell. She's lying on her face on the ground. She's like not really like trying to get away, but she's screaming in pain, like she's obviously hurt.
I start asking questions like, do you speak English, and please identify yourself?
She nods. She's like, yes. My name is Lauren. What the fuck is going on?
What were you doing with the man known as Song?
What? The old man?
Yes.
I don't know. Dropping off a package. I'm doing my job. Please, I'm a courier. I don't. You can have whatever you want. It's all insured. I don't care.
I kind of hoist her up then, but I'm just holding like a...
Okay.
I'm just telling her to keep her hands like behind her head or whatever, like up over her head.
Okay, yeah, she can't move one of her arms, but
I've been in a lot of. I mean, we all have, but I guess just looking at her, am I very much so clearly looking at a 19-year-old career child that's not like a combat ready person?
You can make a perception test if you want to.
What is that? 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 plus your intelligence plus perception. Actually, in this case, wisdom, because you would be trying to figure out if she's like hiding her secret combat abilities.
Well, Adam, I don't have any of those things.
Yeah, your wisdom's 11.
No, all that stuff. It's just dexterity. It's +1, but I have a 0 in perception.
Okay, so you're just rolling.
But I have a 2 in tactics, Adam, if you would like it to be that I map her out for her ability to do combat.
The time for tactics is over. This is perceiving. Okay,
I get an
fine. 8. Like based on what you saw so far, like if she was a trained like combat, like she's probably a good motorcyclist, but no, she didn't know how to avoid getting shot, and she didn't know like how, she could. Anyone who knows how to fight could have kicked the shit out of Peony when Peony first came up. So it's not a thing.
Okay, I think as I see that, then my chest cavity opens up. I put the gun away, kind of look at everyone and say, "She is yet another pawn in this game. We're going to need to bring you back to our ship for questioning, but you are free of harm as long as you cooperate. Do you understand?" What was her name? Lauren?
Lauren, yeah.
Lauren.
She nods, yeah, very nervously.
I look at her and say, "My name is Alfarius. I'm sorry for shooting your bike. That was Peony. She's sorry for breaking your arm or whatever. Higgs is sorry that you made him piss himself and fall off the moped."
Well, yeah, no, I'm actually thankful. I usually have to pay for that stuff.
Okay. She's obviously in shock because she laughs when you say that, Higgs.
And then I guess as we're all just kind of standing around, I'm just like, wait, Peony, do we have enough blue fever to get her high as shit too back on the... Is that the plan?
What? Fuck you, Higgs.
Let's go break there. Let's just go break right there. Like, fuck you, Higgs.
All right, yeah, let's go to break. 2 hours down, 2 hours to go. We'll be right back with more Roleplay Swan Song right after this. We'll see you guys then.